I'd like to add a few remarks of my own on this historic day of so much heartfelt emotion and great gratitude. We come together today to take another step forward in the long and extraordinary journey that is the story of Santa Fe, a place of history first known as Ogap-Ogay. We gather today in the name of peace and reconciliation and in the spirit of unity and community. And we gather in full recognition of a past that has had its share of conflict and bloodshed. We gather because we are ready to accept our past, embrace our present, and create our future as one people and one community. We do so with open eyes and open hearts, knowing that before we can move forward on our journey, we must first retrace our footsteps back to the past. We must have the courage, the resilience, the love, and the faith to face history and ourselves. We do so with confidence because we know that Santa Fe is a city of faith. It is the city of faith. And we do so with solidarity because we know that we are stronger, happier, more loving, and more blessed together than we could ever be apart. We are the recipients of a story that comes from the hearts of the people who walked here before us, a story that transcends time and geography, a story that includes every kind of people from every part of the human family, the family of mankind. We need to tell the truth without blame, without guilt. The past is the past, and it is alive with us today. We carry it in our families. We tell it in our stories. We record it in our histories. And let us be clear, there are many histories here today, not just one. Each one of us has her or his history, her or his lived experience, her or his recollection and understanding of events and practices that took place on this sacred ground centuries ago. We honor all of those histories by respecting all of those histories. They are our truths. They shape us, but they cannot separate us. We stand at this moment, at this hinge of history, able to look behind us unflinchingly because we know that the way forward for us all requires compassion and forgiveness by us all, to us all. That recognition is what makes this a defining moment for Santa Fe. It's a moment where we accept our past by forgiving our past. It frees us to create our future. We release ourselves. We accept ourselves. We make peace with ourselves. Today we can pause and look into each other's eyes with thanks and generosity of spirit. To the Caballeros for their courage, to the Fiesta Council for their loving kindness, to the church for its faith, and to the city for its inclusivity. To all who have come together to bring us to this day, we can all express the gratitude that is a core value of our community. And today we can turn our eyes and our hearts and our minds to the future, to building on the work of today to create a new way forward for Santa Fe. What happens today is not the end of anything, it is the beginning of everything. Going forward from here, we will commit to an ongoing dialogue of truth, peace, and reconciliation, embodied in a working group that can continue the respectful, prayerful, and honorable discussions that brought us all to this day. We will commit to an ongoing program of public engagement around this community that can take many shapes in many places, including the work of the Interfaith Alliance, the Santa Fe Public Schools, the community college, the pueblos, our institutions of art and culture, and more. Building on the work that has already been done, we can write a new curriculum of the history of northern New Mexico that will become a national model for respect and reconciliation. We can instill the core values that are embedded in this day in ongoing programs throughout the year. We can tap into the art and the culture that is Santa Fe's enduring heritage and commission works of art, many kinds of works of art, in public places that will tell all of our stories from every point of view, including the story of this event today, captured in enduring works and creative expressions. Santa Fe is like no place else on earth. Our history is different, our people are different, our culture is different, our DNA is different. And today we say to the world, our story is different. Our story is one of community and reconciliation. Our story may contain pain and blood, sorrow and anger, but at its heart, it is one of faith and hope and love and compassion. And as we live those values, we will continue to write a story that is beautiful, honest, deeply truthful, and eternally blessed. Thank you. One of the things we've done as a group over the last year, and certainly the last 6 months as we tried to reach this day together, is to agree to the drafting of a new proclamation, because so much that surrounds the fiesta revolves around proclamations. And so today, in a minute, I'll read a new proclamation that we have put together and that we will all join to sign. But first, I want to thank those who, in listening to our conversations and in tuning into the spirit of our dialogues, have helped to write this new proclamation that marks today. If you would please stand, be acknowledged, and receive a small gift. Hakeem Bellamy, please stand. Thank you. Cheryl Fairbanks, please stand. Thank you very much. Valerie Martinez, where are you, Valerie Martinez? Not today, but we love you for what you did to contribute. Michelle Otero, thank you for what you've done to help us. And Chastity Salvador, thank you for your help and your support. For each of you, we have a small token of gratitude for the great work you've done, a small way of saying thank you. We really appreciate your contribution. Those of us who read what you wrote thought you were with us in the room the whole time, because you captured so beautifully the conversations that we all engaged in. And so I would like to take a minute to read the proclamation, after which all of us on stage will take a turn to sit in this chair with the others standing behind us to sign this new proclamation and to put it into the record of this day. The proclamation reads as follows. On this 7th day of September, 2018, we come together to proclaim our love for our city of Ogapogue, La Villa Real de la Santa Fe de San Francisco de Asís, Santa Fe, our people, our languages, our ways of life, and this sacred land and its blessings, which we gratefully receive. We acknowledge the past and its trauma, tragedy, and sorrow. We understand its legacy in the present. We acknowledge wounds older and deeper than any on this continent. On behalf of those from the past who cannot ask forgiveness, we do so now. We also acknowledge the remarkable depth of wisdom and resiliency that comes from struggle. We share in our grief, we share in our strength. We acknowledge the ties that bind us together in an unbreakable bond of solidarity with each other, our Creator, and the land we all love. We recognize that there is much healing to do. We understand that genuine reconciliation is a generations-long process that is challenging and complex. It will test our resilience. For that reason, we commit ourselves to honest and compassionate engagement, no matter how hard, no matter how long. We believe in our capacity to change and to be changed. We rededicate ourselves to our core values: love, respect, compassion, faith, understanding, empathy, and gratitude. We ask that our children experience peace and know its spirit, that our families nurture peace in their homes, that our communities practice love, and that the world echo this peace. We stand together today for our children, guided by our sacred duty to know and learn from the past, to acknowledge the present, and to envision a future in which all will thrive. We join together to make a new offering of peace and resolve to move forward together. We come clothed in gratitude for the gifts of our Creator. Let us begin our walk here as stewards of something greater than ourselves. Let us cultivate a new era for Santa Fe, having listened to and learned from each other, having acknowledged difficult truths, having seen the possibility of a future based on harmony and love. Let us release our burdens. Let us unlearn and relearn. Let us walk together one step and then another, that we may speak truth, that we may be transformed, that we may heal, that we may be kin. We offer these as promises and commit to our children to choose the right path today, so that in the future they may call us good ancestors. That is our proclamation. Thank you. And now, thank you. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your applause. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for being here.